the man gently threw a dart. His wife cried out in pain. He rushed forward to check, but there was not a single wound on her body. The wife said maybe it was just an illusion. It was the wife's turn to throw the dart. It landed steadily on the target. The man felt sharp pain and quickly held his liver. He opened his clothes to check, but his body was still intact. He angrily asked the white-haired man what was going on. The white-haired man explained everything was real. The rules had already been told. Each person had 501 points. The closer the score reached 0, the closer to victory. The target represented different organs and points. The horror of the game lay in the nerve connection. That meant hitting an organ on the target caused pain in the opponent. The higher the points, the stronger the pain. The bet was each one's life. Finally, the white-haired man reminded them, if they did not want to hurt each other, they could simply avoid the target. The man looked at the score. The wife, not knowing the truth, asked about the situation. The man told her, if we keep throwing outside the target, there will be no pain and the game will end soon. Then the two kept throwing darts. All landed outside the target. Seeing his wife safe, the man showed a happy smile. But the next second, he thought of the result of losing the game. Looking at the few darts left, the man fell into endless fear of choice. He picked up the dart, pretending to aim outside the target, but the dart landed firmly on the intestine. At once, the wife spat blood. Even when she held the wound, blood flowed out and slid across her ring. It was the wife's turn to throw, but as she released it, she coughed. It ruined her aim. The dart struck directly on the organ of the target. The man's eye felt a burst of pain. He screamed and rolled on the ground. Even though she explained it was not on purpose, the man stood up with a dark face. The wife saw his serious expression. She begged him not to aim at her belly. The man recalled her recent symptoms. Clearly, she was pregnant. Hearing this, the man hugged his wife. His heart softened completely. Happily, he raised the dart again and threw it. But a memory flashed in his mind. The dart pierced the belly organ on the target. The wife screamed in agony. She angrily asked why the man was so cruel. The man showed no guilt, because on their wedding day, he had heard from a bridesmaid that he had already been betrayed.